Your wealthy man is disabled forever. You staying?
Yeah. That's my husband.
Well, yeah, your husband, your baby dad, whatever you want him to be.
His wang don't work either.
Till death do us part.
Huh?
Till death do us part.
Don't lie. You don't gotta lie for the net.
What about you?
Absolutely, I'm staying.
You staying?
Yes.
You can't use no toys.
Press the damn button,
okay.
Cooley.
You can't self-pleasure at all, actually. That's one of his requirements.
But you're not putting requirements on it. You're
Well,
saying,
now I am.
Oh,
You
but
are.
you're not supposed
You
to
already
do that.
answered. Well, you
But
gave
you're
me
not
your answer.
supposed to do that. No, you're not doing that.
Well, I
you
know,
cannot
just-
add no requirements
Well,
to
now I
it,
wanna
just like
know.
you had said earlier.
Yeah, you already answered the question right. I'm not.
Okay,
It's
so
different
absolutely,
now.
I would stay. So
Got it.
now,
Good
if
answer.
it was a different question, what was your different question?
So the different question would be, if he's wealthy but he's disabled.
Okay.
Wayne don't work, and his requirement is you can't self-pleasure.
that he's gonna watch.
Watch what?
He's gonna watch me with somebody else, or me pleasuring myself, or I'm gonna speak to him to do. Right?
He gotta watch you get bust down.
He gotta watch me pleasuring myself, or yes,
No.
He has to,
His requirement is he does not want you to self-pleasure.
oh,
That's
well, how long does he have to live?
Oh, man, these chicks, they trying to get that
I don't
thing
know.
played with, man.
But absolutely not. But we're all sexual beings as human beings.
Yeah.
So it's a fucking human nature. It's human nature.
That would be hard,
So
too.
come on, it's human nature.
Like,
But it is human nature to like provide for yourself and go out there and get your food so you
But
can
what does
have
that
enough
to do with what
calories.
We're talking about sex.
No, listen. He's doing everything else for you because he's wealthy.
crippled. How is he getting the food?
He's wealthy. You don't have to work. You don't have to worry about your next meal or where you're going to live. Like, life is
It's
great.
just the sex aspect.
He just don't want you. You can't please yourself. You can't get smashed by dudes.
And how old is he?
You got the same age. You gonna stay with him?
And that's my husband?
That's your husband.
Well, I guess I'm
Man,
Press the button, Cooley, please.
Why?
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God.
No.
switchboard.
Stop fucking lying.
Yeah.
No.
You
Thank you, man. You took too long to press the button.
be tight on the switchboard too, man.
I
to
think
get
I
good
would self-pleasure
reactions.
myself, but he wouldn't know it. Like, how would he even know?
Cameras everywhere, just like your last. No, matter of
In
fact,
my
listen.
sheets? In
No,
my
matter of
sheets,
fact,
though? In my
listen.
sheets?
He ain't disabled. He just as controlling as your last man. But he wealthy. What you doing?
I gotta go.
Man, this chick, she want her own freedom. She want to just be out.
That's why
Okay,
she
that
chose.
has nothing to do with it.
You want to be an independent
That
woman.
has nothing to do with it.
You want them cheeks to be saltined up by another. I feel
Bro,
that.
that's why she chose a loyal
no,
coward. It
actually,
makes sense.
We as
She
human
wanna simp.
beings, we are sexual beings.
Yes.
No, as
The
human
control.
beings,
Yes,
what would
yes.
you do?
And what?
yeah, that's
In
hard.
the same situation, what would you do if that was a woman?
Wait, which one?
Yeah, right.
Paint
I
it
want
for
your
me.
answer too,
Situation,
right?
if your woman was rich, but she didn't want you to self-pleasure yourself, she couldn't pleasure yourself.
Yeah.
And you didn't have to worry about anything, what would you do?
I'll give you the answer. All right, fellas, mission is critical. I was searching my name online and found tons of information that was way too personal. So I thought to myself, who has the ability to leak this type of information? And I found out there's companies called data brokers that profit out of selling your information to marketers, scammers, and even stalkers. You already know I've been through many matrix attacks where people create fake pages of mine by using my data. And the same can happen to you. That's why I'm recommending today's sponsor, Aura. I use Aura to automatically remove my information from these sites and keep them off of these sites. They also do other things like bank fraud, identity theft alerts, and also VPN access. I want you to go ahead and utilize my link below in the description box for a 14-day free trial. At least you'll see if you've been compromised or not. Privacy is key nowadays, and you should know if your information is out there. So again, utilize my link in the description box at aura.com/nofugazi and get 2 weeks free. That's more than enough time to see if your personal data has been exposed. The things that women are attracted to and the things that women expect from a man, men aren't attracted to those same things back in a woman, and we don't expect the same things back from our woman. So you do expect your man to protect and provide. That's why wealthy is very attractive to you.
You're going around it.
No, listen.
do.
This is why the man being wealthy is very attractive, because that's your baseline. That's what you like would need and want.
Dave, it's a simple answer, yes or no.
I'll tell you this. I don't care if she worked at McDonald's. I don't care about her wealthiness. So if I can't have sex with my chick,
You go.
I'm leaving.
Thank you. Same
out.
as me. So what's the problem?
Is sex the main priority in your relationship?
It's not.
What's the main priority? Provision. And this would come from the man having the ability.
But sex is still important.
Listen. I said
I
what's
think it's a double standard.
It is. It's a lot of double standards.
I said what's the main priority? The main priority in a relationship with you, it is not sex.
But that's not what you said when it came to him.
Let
you
me
said, would
finish.
you leave or would you stay?
Let me just land my plane so you understand, right? I asked you the question, what's your main priority in a relationship? I'm going to get to mine, but we're just going to paint the difference, right? How we're not the same, how we don't look for the same thing.
That's not the point.
Listen, it is the point, because you prioritize different things than I prioritize. You prioritize the man being wealthy. I don't give a freak if my chick worked at Chick-fil-A or didn't have a job.
I didn't care about being wealthy. That's where you're wrong. It was a self-pleasure. It was the sexual aspect.
Listen. What do you prioritize in your man? If it's not sex, then what is it?
Emotional.
Explain. How?
Emotional. I need you to be emotional available to me. I need you to
Emotional available.
listen. I just need you to be there.
Emotional availability is number one for you. What's number two?
Sex.
Number two is sex for you. Are you sure not like?
You're fucking right.
Like money?
No,
Isn't
I don't
there?
care about money. I can get that myself.
Okay,
or we
so
can get
sex
that
is number
together.
two.
Have you
That's
dated a broke
last.
guy before?
At all of my fucking life, honey.
So you've dated broke men. Okay,
all
fair.
the fucking time.
Fair enough.
I've been the one with the money.
Got it. So let's just keep it there. Emotionally availability is your priority number one.
Yes.
Ask me the question. What is my priority number one?
What is that? Sex.
It would be sex.
Yes.
Sexual fidelity. That's what I would say. So I'm going to paint how we're different. Your number one is emotionally available. Your number
But why
two
we
is
gotta be
sex.
different?
Or we may not. You may just be a nigga. So we're gonna see. You may be a dude. Like you may be a dude. We're gonna see what's up, right? We were speaking about, since you weren't allowed to pleasure yourself,
Correct.
you would leave that man.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
For me, the difference is between our answers,
Sex was my number two.
but sex was my number one. That's the difference. Sex was my number one. Sex was your number two. So for me, if the woman can't give me sex, she's pretty much useless.
Okay, so what's that have to do with anything? We both were agreeing we both would leave. So what the fuck is the difference?
No, it's a huge difference.
No,
because
it's a black or white question.
No,
you
listen,
would leave, I
what
would
you-
leave. That's it.
No. What
That's
you
it.
expect from the man is much different. What
We're not talking
I
about
expect
respect.
from the
We're
woman.
talking about would you leave or would you stay? You
No,
would
not
leave
respect.
and I would leave, and
said,
that's it.
I didn't say
Simple as
respect.
that.
I said expect. So what you expect from the man is much different from what I expect from my
But
woman.
we're not talking about expectations. We're talking about in black and white. Would you leave or would you stay? I
Yeah.
said I would leave. You
I'm
said you would leave as well.
No,
So
I'm
what's
making
the
a
problem?
clear distinction from how we mate select and the things
But we're not
that
talking
we
about me
prioritize.
selecting.
Listen,
you were talking
listen.
about a yes or a no.
Yeah.
Would you leave or would you stay?
So
and
how
we
about
both
this?
agreed we would leave.
How about you don't listen to reply, actually like listen to understand.
You want a whole explanation is what you're trying
No.
to do.
I'm just listen to understand, because I was very clear. What we prioritize was different. So therefore, if my woman can't give me the main thing that I prioritize, she's basically useless. But your priority, the main thing that you prioritize, your guy is just disabled, but he's wealthy. He can still give you your number one, which is listening to you and being emotionally available for you, but you would still choose to leave that man for sex.
Bingo.
I would.
That's the difference, right? So obviously something's
if you-
weird
if
there.
your number one-
Why are you prioritizing sex so much?
If your
Something's
number
weird
one
there.
choice was
not-
that important to
That
you,
is
then
weird.
you would have stayed.
That's a. What I'm saying is
But you're talking about the rest of your life.
What I'm saying is you took on the attraction
think
trigger.
that's
What I'm
important.
saying is this: you took on the attraction triggers of a man, which is why your responses is very masculine. Between the other two ladies, they're giving feminine answers, and it makes sense because their natural proclivity when they're looking at a man would be protecting, providing, then everything else would come after. For you, the natural proclivity is sex, just like a man. Like you have the same attraction triggers
For the
that I
streets.
have.
That's funny.
No, truthfully, you adopted the same attraction triggers that men have.
So I'm more masculine, is what you're saying.
You're masculine as hell, girl. Like,
Listen, I'll be honest. When a woman takes on attraction triggers of a man, we call them hoes.
Yeah.
Hoes like sex a whole
for
lot.
the streets.
Okay.
That's what we say. But I mean, it is what it is.
Because look, if your number one was emotional and listening and all that, he could do that all damn day. Where he gonna go?
Where he gonna go?
But you still left, so that means that number one
She
wasn't that
left
important
because
to
she
you.
wanted sex.
So sex should have been your number one. And
I feel like it's important to everybody.
of course, we're not saying sex is not important.
Yeah, we're not saying it's not.
But for you, based off your list, your number one should have been sex.
Right, but anybody would leave.
But you particularly lied because sex should have been
How
your
so?
number one because you left
That
because you
does-
couldn't get sex. When,
Yeah.
when
That
your number
doesn't-
one was loyalty in him
It's
to
number
listen to
one,
you.
but that doesn't mean
Number
I
one
would
meaning is the
stay.
most important.
No, but that
When you
doesn't
say this
mean
is my
that's gonna
number
hold
one-
me. That doesn't mean it's gonna hold me.
Then it should have been your number one. It should have been number 3, 4, 5, or 6. No, your number one
Well,
choice should
if
have
we
been
were putting
sex.
in subcategories like he did, perhaps it would have. But okay, carry on.
What's the next? You got
No, Red,
master
you
this.
didn't
Good.
answer.
Good convo,
I'm
though.
dipping, bro. I want sex. I'm leaving. I'll
Yeah,
take
men-
care of her,
Oh,
but if I
Wait,
can't have
wait,
sex,
it's your wife. Both of y'all. Y'all have
He already
kids?
said he'd leave.
Y'all have kids
I
with
would
each
take
other.
care of her, but I'm having sex with other women.
You a hoe too, then.
Of course.
No,
All
no.
right, then we all hoes.
No.
Go
No,
ahead.
no, no.
Carry
Speak for
on.
yourself.
Be on a switchboard,
You
bro.
No, you just said you was a hoe.
I am.
So, okay.
I am.
All right.
I am.
Cool. So carry on.
Real quick,
I am.
time out. Men can't be hoes. Men are hoe makers. You're a hoe. But
Okay,
we-
so
I
then
can't
what
be a
would you
hoe.
be then, baby?
Hoe makers.
Player.
Oh,
A
okay.
You're a homemaker.
peon.
Same thing, but
No,
sounds
There's a
good,
difference
though.
between
It sounds good, though.
scoring
It
40
sounds
points
good, though.
and getting 40 points scored on you.
Okay, sounds
There's a
good though.
difference.
It sounds good though. It sounds good though. Carry on.
Listen,
Ah,
men that have a lot of sex, it's like we're scoring mad
there
points.
is no difference. That's
Women
called
that are having a
sexist.
lot of sex,
No,
they're getting
it's
scored
sexist.
on.
No, it's
you getting
sexist.
ducked on, you getting
That's
jade.
sexist. That's sexist.
It's a double
That
standard.
is-
That's not
it's
sexist.
a double standard, and it's sexist.
It's
is what
not
you're saying.
sexist.
Yeah, absolutely.
How's it sexist?
Because if it's good for you, it's not good for me. What's the problem? Just because I'm a woman, that's sexist. Just because I'm a woman.
But what's wrong with sex is if it benefits you, then nothing is wrong with sex, is right?
Exactly, because in the club, I gotta pay. You get it for free.
get it
That's
for free.
Who said I
sexist.
got it for free? Who said I got it for free?
I'm talking about
'Cause you
generally
paid?
speaking. Generally
no,
speaking.
not generally speaking.
Yes, because in
How?
certain
How is
certain
that
clubs,
generally speaking to who? And
in
whose
certain
standards,
clubs, everybody
generally
knows to
speaking?
stop acting dumb. In certain clubs, there's some clubs that let women go in for free and men have to pay.
I never went in
That's
for free.
sexist.
I paid for myself. So what happened? How's that sexist?
Congratulations.
Then,
Congratulations.
but you're
But-
talking. You're not
But in
talking
general,
back.
like there are, I'm making a point. In certain clubs, women get in for free, period, and men don't.
So tap
That's
is-
sexist. So there's gonna be double standards that benefit me as a man. There's gonna be double standards that's gonna benefit you as a woman. That's effing life, bro. But because it doesn't benefit you, you're upset.
Okay, so then what happened then?
What do you mean? What happened?
So what happened then?
With what?
What are you talking about? You don't even know. Thank you.
No, we do know. You said that it's sexist because a man that is sleeping around with, or a man that's sleeping with a lot of women, it's basically the same. This is why you said that, well, if I'm a hoe, you're a hoe. I pointed out a distinction and I said that, well, no, if you're a woman and you're sleeping around, you're a hoe. But if you're a man that you're sleeping around, you're a hoe maker. And you said that it's sexist. The truth is you only call it sexist when it doesn't benefit you. But really, sex generally benefits the woman. There's really only one thing where it benefits the man when you can say that's sexist. And that's when it comes to in society, when men are promiscuous, we call them pimps and players. When women are promiscuous, we call them sluts and whores.
what's the
So
difference?
what I'm saying is it's a derogatory term when the woman is promiscuous, but it's a term of praise when a man is promiscuous. And I'm not saying that this is morally right.
player-
Real quick, I'm saying this. I'm not saying that is morally right. I don't think that is morally good for both genders to be promiscuous. I think that is both immoral. But if we're looking how society views it, right? How society views it is a man that can get a lot of women, he's praised. He has to have some value because it's hard to get women.
A player is still a derogatory term.
If you call me a player or you call any man a player in all of history, that is not a derogatory term. In all of history, it was never frowned upon if a man had multiple wives or if a man could get multiple women, because women aren't easy to get. It's hard to get a woman. But for women, it's easy for you to get men. What's easy is not respected. If you play a game, me and you playing a video game, you playing Mortal Kombat, I'll play it on hard mode, I beat the game. You play it on easy mode. Who has more respect out of both of us?
Okay, it'd be you.
It'd be me because I played it on hard mode. So what I'm saying is, from a moral perspective, I say that both wrong, both immoral. But from a secular perspective, well, he got sex from 40 women. Man, that was hard to do. It's easy for you to
me
do.
to do. That's
Yes.
okay.
You know it's easy for you to. You can have sex with 40 guys tonight if you truly wanted to. But for me, even Drake, for Drake to have sex with 40 women, like he could do it, but he would have to schedule it. They would have to be cool with
ridiculous.
it would be very, very hard for Drake.
I think what you think you're saying sounds good, and that's about it. But go ahead.
Okay, so explain to me how it's incorrect then. Not that it sounds good. That wasn't an
You
argument
don't
saying
think
that
you could go out tonight and smash 40 women like I could smash 40 men?
You think that easy?
Wait, you
I do. I absolutely do.
You
think that I can?
absolutely do.
In what country and what
And what
area?
country are you in that you think that it would be that easy for me then? It's the same thing.
Okay.
You want to? No,
You think I got a pussy?
Real quick.
I got
Oh,
it.
no, you go.
So wait, hold on. So you think if he goes into a club right now full of beautiful women and he says, which one of you ladies wants to have sex with me? You think all of them are going to say yes?
I mean, not. I wouldn't.
No,
say that
answer the
either.
question. Do you think they will say yes? If he goes into a club
I
with a
think
bunch
half
of
them
beautiful
would, yes.
women.
I think half of them would, yes.
Oh, I'm talking like the most beautiful woman you can think of. He goes to the club and say, hey, look.
Bro, they don't got to be beautiful. They can all be
But
ugly.
that doesn't have to be their approach. We're not talking about that's their
No,
approach.
no,
We're
I'm
talking
making a
about,
point, though.
Do I think he could smash 40 women in that club? Yes, I do.
No. Well, that's the difference, right? We're saying what's easy and what's hard. If it's hard for me, if it's harder for
don't
me,
think it would be hard for you.
But listen, if it's harder for me to smash 40 girls than it is harder for you to smash 40 guys, then therefore it's easier for you, it's harder for me. If I do it, I get more respect. If you do it, it's easy. No one respects that.
Because all guys
That's what
want to
we're
have
saying.
sex. So that's why it's not praised.
You don't think women want to have sex?
They don't want to have women
the
are
point.
you're emotional, right?
It's very emotional.
You would consider that you're emotional. Most women tend to be emotional, right? So a man would have to not only meet a height preference, a charisma preference, a look preference, but he would also have to meet an emotional threshold preference. Like you would have to feel some sort of vibe with him for you to spread your legs and let him in between them soul gaps, right? And what I'm saying is, since women are emotional, it's men can, now you're looking at me like, oh, well, you know, you look like you can probably get a lot of women, but y'all all emotional. Yeah, you may be attracted to a man, but this doesn't mean that you want that man to have sex with you. You get what I'm saying? Because if that man doesn't have the ability to meet that emotional threshold, then you're not going to do it. Or even if he does have it, but you're on your period, or your dog died, or something else happened in life, you're just
you
like,
don't got a babysitter.
I just don't feel like it. You get what I'm saying? Like some girls, y'all wake up and y'all just don't feel like it some days. You get what I'm saying? So trust me, it's super, super hard. But anyways,
That's your opinion. I'll have mine.
it isn't an opinion. This is like
Facts, bro.
Well,
the law of life. So if you like that clip and you want to watch more, click right here. But if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.